everyone, Mark here, and this is going to be a quick how-to guide on how to make a floating fry trap. Okay, so first off you're going to need some polystyrene. This was off a box when I got a delivery of fish. It's just a lid. Little tiny saw, obviously, to cut the polystyrene with. A couple of elastic bands, try and get the bigger ones, and then a takeaway tub. Make sure it's quite deep. Make sure it'll give it a good clean. It's up to you what type of what size you want to use. That one's about as big as my hand. Then you're going to need a screw. I use personally for the holes, it doesn't crack the plastic. And then just the screwdriver that I use with the screw to make the holes. I put it on to the polystyrene and then use the screwdriver with the screw to make the holes. It's going to take some time now for me to do the holes. I do it slowly to prevent it from cracking. You don't want the holes too big, around about a millimetre and a half deep. You want to cover the bottom. Try and get around about 30 to 40 holes along the bottom, and also maybe just a few along the bottom of the sides as well, and that's to help with the water flow coming in as well as the bottom. Okay, so in the next bit I'll show you the tub with the holes in. Okay, so now I've just spent about 20 minutes screwing in the holes. So you can see how I've done them along the bottom, and there's a few with some small scratches. Cracks. So as soon as you see it cracking, just take the screw straight out, because it's just going to create a big hole. So then there's a few along the sides as well, and two on the back. That's all the way around. Okay, it's best doing it that way than having it that way, because one, it's going to crack a lot easier, and two, you want the holes sort of, it's hard, let me show you, raised that way. It makes it harder for other fish then to try to suck the fry out of the holes. Okay, so using the top of the screw, I used the screw as a gauge, so it went to run about the top of the third circle, if that makes sense. And once it got to that bit, then I just undone it basically and took it out. Okay, so the next bit is going to be showing you how to use the elastic bands to put the polystyrene onto the side. Okay. Okay, now so I've cut some bits off the top of the polystyrene lid, making sure you get the actual overlap bit, which you can see there. So you've got your 4 bits here. You want to use the ones with a bigger overlap for the ends, and the ones without the overlap that you can cut off. I'll show you how to put it on now. Making sure you don't cover the holes that you put on the sides. can see where the groove is, it actually fits around the lid. Okay, so once you've got them all stuck on, use the other elastic band just to hold them in. And that's it. Okay everyone, now I'm going to show you how the floating fry trap actually works. So I'm just placing it into my fry tank that I've already got. If you push it down, you'll see it starts filling up through the holes that you've made. You can either use a jug to fill it, but this is probably the best way. It just fills up exactly how high you want it to do. So looking at it from the side, you can actually see where it stops and how it's working, how it's all floating. Okay, so I've actually got some fry ready to go in. They're a bit bigger than normal size, smaller fry. So as you can see, it floats around the tank, so you can take the lid off, or you can even have the lid on and it will still float around. And the best thing about this, it's really hard for these type of fry traps to flip over. 9 times out of 10, the ones that you stick onto the side, you leave it for half a day or a day when you're in work, and you come home and you find a thing sitting at the bottom of your tank and the lids come off. There's really no chance of this submerging. I recommend you change the elastic bands probably once a week, or check them every couple of days to see if they're getting worn. If they're getting worn, just change them out, and also keep an eye on the polystyrene for any signs of algae, anything growing on them, because you don't want the fish picking at it. Yeah, but it's safe for the tank, nothing to worry about. Just get that out of the way. So as you can see, once it gets near a little internal filter or something, it'll just use the bubbles and it'll float about, and it'll just probably get caught in the corner, and then it'll find itself out and move around. So there you go. Hope you liked the guide. Don't forget to comment and subscribe for more.